10 at 10.
We begin tonight with breaking news. Fargo police are looking for a 3-year-old boy and his non-custodial parent who took the child without permission. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Krista Boehm. They're looking for 34-year-old Emily Woolen and 3-year-old Andrew Woolen, both of Fargo. Emily is the non-custodial parent of Andrew, and police say they have concerns for the well-being of Andrew due to Emily's medical history and the circumstances surrounding her taking the child. They were both last seen this evening traveling in a red 2005 Elantra with North Dakota plates of KMW 730. If you have any information, call Fargo Police.
You can't let the things get you down, because what kind of a life is it if you let every little thing get you down?
Inspiring words from a man whose life has changed in just a few short months. A Fargo man is looking toward laughter after being hit by a line drive softball, ultimately losing his right eye. Valley News Team's Christine Stanwood learns how this one life-changing event will not allow Brandon to back down.
Once I get someone to bid against me, I guess I get a little competitive, just like I do with sports.
Hundreds are bidding against one another in a silent auction to raise money for one man.
It's the one guy that you probably won't want this to happen to, because the way he works, the way he feels about stuff, he'd do anything for any of his friends.
Brandon Christensen's life took a dramatic turn in August when he was hit by a line drive in a softball tournament.
When you see someone that tough hit the ground, not be able to move, not be able to react to it, it's quite impactful when I was out there, and I couldn't believe that it happened once it was hit.
After multiple surgeries to remove his eye, Christensen knew that the only way to get through the pain and change was through laughs.
I've always been a comical person. I like to, I laugh at myself all the time because I knock something over. I don't let the little things get me down.
He was laying there bleeding out of his face, cracking jokes. Like, we're all freaking out, wondering, oh my gosh, what happened? Is he okay? And he's just laying there cracking jokes.
Christensen works 2 jobs, and the cost of the medical bills are piling high. So people of Mapleton are bidding up on items to relieve a little bit of financial pressure.
It's a really good feeling to know that your community has your back, and that I would have their back too.
With the help of his friends and his family,
my dad's so stronger and he's tough, right?
Christensen is on the fast track to recovery. In Mapleton, Christine Stanwood, Valley News Live.
We have more information on how you can help Brandon on our website. Just go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. A search came up empty after a report of a plane crash in Clay County. The search began between Sabin and Barnesville after a call about someone seeing a plane go down around 6:20 tonight. Clay County deputies searched the area for just under an hour with no signs of a crash. Multiple agencies helped out, including Hector International Airport, where air controllers had no report of a plane down in that area. Ground and air searches continue this weekend for an 18-year-old last seen in Alexandria 10 days ago. Laura Schwandeman was last seen at a Holiday gas station in Alexandria the night of October 14th. Investigators do not believe she left voluntarily. The man who was seen with her has been identified, and investigators have spoken with him. Though they have located the car, police in Pope and Douglas counties are asking for help with information on the 1997 Geo Prism's whereabouts, along with a blue house with a statue of a boy in rural areas. A reminder, if you spot the moose roaming around North Fargo, keep a safe distance. Jared snapped this photo near the I-29 South on ramp around 9 this morning as Highway Patrol pulled up to keep an eye out. A number of people stopped to take pictures. Fargo police say to keep a good distance away. Since this is a wild animal, its actions can be unpredictable. If you do happen to spot the moose in town, give Fargo police a call for safety. It's a burden that's hard to bear, hearing you have breast cancer, but dozens of weightlifters want to lighten the load for others. That way, the only bill they'll receive is one of clean health. CrossFit hosted an event to raise money for breast cancer screenings, helping those with financial needs under 40 or underinsured. With the Affordable Care Act in place, most breast cancer screenings are covered by insurance without any cost to you. That's according to the American Cancer Society. But many plans only cover screenings after the age of 40.
Whatever we can do to raise awareness and to make sure that screening is available, for people who might not be able to afford it otherwise.
To find out if your insurance plan covers a mammogram, call your health insurance plan administrator. Coverage may depend on age, and many companies only cover a screening every 12 months. And it's hard to miss thousands of bras on Broadway. The 9th annual hanging of the bras took place today. More than 20 volunteers helped string the undergarments over the Hotel Donaldson. The month-long fundraiser helps breast cancer patients with transportation to and from appointments. The actual Bras on Broadway event takes place next Thursday. Another milestone for the Great Rides Bike Share program in downtown Fargo and NDSU campuses. It's one of the most successful across the country. The program got rolling in March and is closing down November 1st for the winter. So far, the program has hit just shy of 140,000 checkouts this season. After the program closes on November 1st, the bikes will be refurbished for next season.